So I apologize for the audio, but this is where it all started for me. This used to be my workspace. I worked here in the garage for a little bit. It got really hot here during the summer and it got really cold during the winter. It's not necessarily an inspiring place to be in, but it worked. But it definitely did not motivate me to get up in the morning and come down here to the garage. So like most people, I didn't really have a problem with it. I mean, if it works, right? But over the years, I've come to appreciate a lot more things in life. And that includes a space that I can actually be productive in and be inspired by. Having a workspace that just works out for you is totally fine. That's really just okay. But if you can improve on something, that's even okayer. There's no question about it. 2020 has been a very, very challenging year for everyone. Sometimes I find myself looking back at the good old days, especially my high school years when I graduated and all that positive energy and encouragement that I was getting from family and friends. I was using that as a springboard to propel myself towards a brighter future, especially during days when I was just feeling really down and out and discouraged. I would just dip back into that memory and try to remember that feeling, try to remember that sense of freedom, that sense of excitement that I got. Unfortunately, a lot of students didn't experience that this year, which is really a bummer. This isn't to say that their graduation or any other achievements that they've made this year is less significant. It's just that I'm starting to realize how fortunate I am to have experienced that when I was younger. And I can always go back to those memories and use it to move forward. And so this video today is going to be a special one for me because I wanted to be able to somehow contribute to someone who graduated this year. And this someone is actually my niece, Annika. So Annika, just a little background for you guys, strives to be a model sister. She helps a lot with the chores and looks after her younger brother and her cousins whenever they're around. And she's done really well at school. Her parents are definitely proud. And just like a lot of teenagers, she's not a stranger to pre-owned items. She's always grateful for all the things that she gets. I mean, this includes a hand-me-down keyboard from her younger brother, if you can actually call that a hand-me-down. The point is, she never really asks for anything. So I thought that surprising her with a desk makeover would be the perfect graduation gift. But for me to make this even remotely possible, I had to reach out to a couple of brands that I've been fortunate enough to have worked with in the last 2 years. And luckily, they were excited to contribute very generously to the making of this video. So to get started, I had to do some recon work. I have to admit, I'm a little weirded out. I mean, I'm in my niece's room without her knowing it, so I'm gonna try to do this as quickly as possible. So, this is her current desk, which is, let's just say it's a mishmash of a lot of things. And this very interesting contraption here. Let me try to figure this one out. Apparently she does this to help cool down her 11-year-old laptop. And here's the gaming keyboard from her younger brother that has a theme of its own. It's really hard to identify where the actual desk is, but this is basically where she's going to be sitting in as she studies for college. So maybe eliminating a lot of the distractions would help her, and maybe even updating this very old chair. She does love music, so maybe we'll use that to add some personality to her space. Basically clear that out. I'm gonna ask my sister's help, her parents, and set the desk up. So since I'm getting ready to go over to her house, I'm just gathering my stuff. I've asked her if she could house it for a little bit. I told her I'm waiting for a package or something that needed to be signed. So I might be gone for the entire day while I, do the thing. But anyway. Nika, are you gonna be okay here? This is my niece, Annika. Don't starve to death. There's food in the fridge. Just call me, okay? Bye, Nika. Thank you. Thank you for doing this. I think we did it. Here we go. Packages to open. It's gonna be a busy day. I started unpacking the products that were sent to me. This one by Grove Made, and a couple more from Satechi. Of course, the main item in this space is going to be the desk. This all-white electronic sit-stand desk was sent in by FlexiSpot, which Annika's dad is putting together. They also added this very useful drawer that you can attach underneath the desk, which also serves as a shelf for other things. Of course, having a desk almost means nothing unless you have a place to sit on, so FlexiSpot also sent in this height-adjustable balance stool. This matte desk pad made by GroveMade should add a premium feel to the desk. The mat is durable and is also a very good surface area for her to write on, and it just also happens to match this Bluetooth speaker by LG. Speaking of writing, GroveMade also sent in this beautiful titanium pen. Things are shipping up! To keep things clutter-free, Satechi sent in this beautiful aluminum headphone stand as well as this wireless charger. And for those extra ports, they also sent in this PD desktop charger. After adding some visual elements, a little bit of coffee, some goofing around, and a lot of cleanup, we were pretty much done. We're done! Now all we had to do was call Annika home. We wanted to really surprise her, so we hatched a plan. Her mom would text her and pretend to be really upset over something that she did. And to enforce that feeling of mild panic, her dad's also going to text her, basically warning her of her mom's unpleasant mood. How are you feeling, Nicole?
Nervous.
I'm nervous. I don't even know why. After a few minutes, she arrived.
Oh my god.
Needless to say, she was kind of speechless, but overall, she was very, very happy. And she was also relieved to know that she was not in trouble. So I want to thank the sponsors of this video tremendously. Thank you so much to FlexiSpot for sponsoring the desk, the drawer, and the stool. You guys have been really, really great to work with, and I really, really appreciate that. To GroveMade for all the beautiful and inspiring things that you create. Thank you for getting the items out to me as quickly as possible. I know this wasn't an easy feat. Satechi, thank you so much for sending the chargers and the stand. Really want to say thank you for sharing in this video. Please do check out their respective links in the description below. They deserve all the credit, honestly. And lastly, I want to say thank you to Annika's parents, Joe and Audrey, and also Nicole for helping me out, because without you guys, I mean, this is damn near impossible to do by myself. So thank you again for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this rather different episode. I'd very much appreciate it if you could like this video and maybe subscribe to the channel. And lastly, before I end this video finally, I want to invite you to come check out my podcast with fellow creative Chelsea Horn. We call it the Coffee with Creators Podcast. We talk about social media and pretty much all things creative that I think you guys might enjoy. So until the next video, I hope you guys are staying safe and take care of each other.